got a slight stiff back. I have no idea what that's about. Let me just do the Discord thing and tell Discord that I'm here. I do like that the background picture for like the channel is kind of, it's that pop picture. It's a very cute piggy. It's a very cute piggy. Okay. Okay. Oh, straighten up already. I think it's all the walking that I did on like basically one leg. I think that's why I basically have a bit of a stiff back. It doesn't really, nothing hurts. This is kind of a little bit stiff, you know? I don't know. I keep not sleeping, like, and that's usually not that bad for me, but just recently it seems to be like absolutely no sleep, or just so little sleep. It doesn't really matter. Oh my god. I have been tired today. I am still kind of tired, but at the same time, I felt, you know, I haven't been yawning, like, at all. I'm also paranoid because there's a giant spider in here. That's not true. Well, it might still be true. I don't know. Just hasn't made itself known again, which is annoying. Because, like, literally the night before we left, because I've been away. Sorry, AJ. Sorry, I've been away at a bear run, a bear convention, a bear event. I don't know. We just call them bear events in the UK. But in America they're called bear runs, I think. Yeah. And the night before we were leaving, I was just in here and I was just playing on the computer because I recently downloaded a game that I like. A really cool game that I really like. Which is rare and new. But basically, I watch a couple of debate videos online, and sometimes people have like games in the background while they're doing their talking or debating or whatever. And this game keeps popping up in a couple of people's backgrounds. You know, that they're basically playing it while they're talking or whatever. And it's like, looks interesting. Okay. It's Rogue Tower, I think. That's what it's called. But yeah, I downloaded this game because it looked interesting. It looked cool. I've been doing pretty good on it. Hi, Panafox. Hi, Jeffrey. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. I'm gonna say hi again later. I know it because I'm gonna forget that I said that. I'm still very whacked on the head. I haven't basically slept very well. I keep not sleeping very well. It's so annoying. Anyway, yeah. So I downloaded this game and actually really do enjoy it. And yeah, so I was playing this game, and then just out of nowhere, just completely out of the well, from behind my desk, I guess, this a giant hand-sized spider just crawled up my wall, just there, and yeah, well, there's nothing I can do about that. That was just really annoying because it's the night before I leave. So, what do? I could spend like an hour because I was just going to go to bed as well, chasing it around my office, trying to find it, and then basically capturing it and stuff, and then putting it outside. So I said to myself, I'm just going to attempt to get rid of it once. I'll just make one good attempt. And yeah, so I put the mop over it. I put the mop on it. Just, put the mop over it, so that it would climb onto the mop. Because this sometimes works with some spiders, I basically I carry the mop with me when I come out to my office, to get rid of spider webs. I wave it in front of me, basically, to get rid of spider webs in front of me, so that I can get rid of spider webs. So I absolutely hate walking through spider webs. You know how people freak out when they walk through spider webs? Well, I do that by yell really loudly, kind of like a really. I'm not being. I'm not being. Oh, what's it called? I basically, do the manly scream thing. It's just a yell. It's not really a scream. I don't really do that. So yeah, I'm not trying. Again, I'm not trying to be. What's the word where you basically? It's like I'm not trying to appear less manly. I literally just yell really loudly. Um, I don't really scream. It's a thing. Anyway, um, yeah, I yell and then I might have a bit of a freak out, or I'll just yell and I'll stand still, and I just don't want to do that in the middle of the night because, well, that's stupid. Um, anyway, so I have a mop in my office, and essentially what I've done in the past with some of the larger spiders is I put the mop over the spider, the actual mop part of the mop over the spider, and then like wait a couple of seconds, look at the mop very carefully so that it doesn't crawl onto the mop and then try to crawl on the handle and then crawl on your hand. I watch the mop very carefully, and if I still can't see the spider, then I take the mop away very slowly, and it's usually in the mop somewhere. And then I basically just hold the mop outside of my office. I might shake it a tiny bit, because if you shake it too much, then you could accidentally fling the spider in a random direction, and you happen to be in the range of that random direction that you just flung the spider. And then once I am satisfied that it's no longer in the mop, then I usually either lean the mop outside of my office, just outside my office, or I lean it against the corner. Anyway, I did this. It was just above the TV. Just there's a TV here. It was just next to the TV. It wasn't moving. It gotten that far and then decided not to move. I wanted it to be more in the open, but what are you going to do? And I put the mop over it. I even kind of twirled it just a little bit so that it might kind of like grab onto the mop. I don't know why I thought that would work, but yeah. And wait a couple of seconds, took the mop away, hovered around outside for a little bit, but I wasn't sure it wasn't on the mop. It wasn't on the mop. After waiting for several minutes with the mop outside and it being actually kind of cold at night, I decided that It just wasn't on the mob. So I have a look behind the TV with my flashlight, with my torch, my light, and it's behind the TV. So I finished playing my game. I shut down the computers, and then I go to bed. And yeah. Well, it's been like 4 days, 5 days. And yeah, there's no sign of the spider. When I came back, there was no sign of it anywhere. Somebody had been having a lot of fun on my desk. Some asshole spider had basically touched its butt to everything on my desk. And this doesn't include my computers. My computers aren't in the office when I'm not here. But yeah, there were webs connecting everything to everything else on my desk. My keyboard is also in here. My keyboard is also in my office. My mouse, my multi-tool, my controller, my bottle opener, all this stuff that's on my desk right now. I know you can't see it, but basically, when I came in, I was very surprised. There was no spider activity had happened in my office. There was no big webs anywhere. There was no daddy long legs arsehole spiders anywhere. And I sat down and then I looked at my desk, and yeah, everything has got like something attached to it. It's not just this part of the desk either. Like behind this camera had a web on it, by the way. All of the pencils in that jar just there. Like everything had just it might have been the big spider. I don't know. But, annoying. Sorry. God. So I'm talking about spiders. So, of course, people are leaving. I shouldn't really pay attention to this little counter thing up here. You guys can't see it, but there's a little counter thing up here that tells me how many people are watching. And also, on YouTube, just down here, there's also another, 4 people watching. There were 6 just now. And ever since I've been telling the spider story, just 1, then 2, just dropping off. I get it. That's it. That's all the spider story. I'll cut with the spider story now. Okay, it's okay. But yeah, you guys will tell me if there's like a spider appears behind me or something, right? You guys will tell me, yeah, please. Yeah. Okay. You guys can't really see it, but do you remember when there was that semi-large spider that was crawling up here? Uncool. Anyway. Yeah, so what do I want to talk about? I've just basically, well, what I've been up to, I basically have posted on social media, so yeah. I went to Bear Bash. I went to Bear Bash in Manchester. That was really nice because, well, I got to see a lot of people that I hadn't seen for a long time. I mean, yeah. What's really annoying is that kind of it's the going with my partner thing, you know, going with Damon, going with my partner thing. It's really it's kind of it's not annoying, but it is annoying, you know, because I love him, but Jesus Christ, he makes it a chore sometimes to be at Bear Bash, and I just forgot completely what that's like, because I literally told him when we got there that I have no plans. I literally am going to do these 2 events. Then I'm going to, you know, I'm hosting 2 events this weekend. They're on my plans. You know about them already. But after that, I have no plans. I do not I kind of don't care where I am. I'll just do whatever you're doing. Is that okay? And he said yes. So what does he do all weekend? What does he do all weekend? Continuously asks me, it's like, what do you want to do? To the point where he's actually getting annoyed sometimes. Like, he's... he got really, really grumpy and fed up and annoyed because he was hungry. I basically, I just had something... what did I have? I had something that was like super sugary. I'll get to that in a second, Jeff. Remind me if I don't get to it. Remind me, because I'm not here for long. So yeah. Oh my god, what did I eat? I ate something very, 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 very sweet. It was Sunday because all of my event stuff happened on Saturday. And it definitely was. It was the next day. I had soup, and I'm very acidy. Every time I have soup, I'm very acidy. What the fuck? Yeah. Oh my god, what was it? Oh, it was breakfast. I had pancakes for breakfast. I had a Canadian pancake stack for breakfast. So of course, every single bite as like syrup on it. Like I just going on a bit of a tangent here. Okay, I know the difference between American pancakes and Canadian pancakes, and these were definitely Canadian pancakes. This is because my cousin, he lived in Buffalo, and also his former partner was Canadian. So essentially, every morning he got told like about the difference between the different kind of pancakes that they have, and basically, I don't know if you know this, but Canada just they love their syrup. They fucking love their syrup. This just, I mean, I only stayed in Seattle, and that was too close to Canada because everything came with syrup. Like I had breakfast one time, and it was cereal, so it was cornflakes, and they bought me half and half because they didn't have milk for some reason. What is with America not having milk in restaurants? I don't know. Yeah, they bought me half and half, and also a bottle of syrup with my pancakes at this diner for breakfast. I didn't have pancakes. I had cereal. What the fuck? Anyway, I basically was still on a kind of like my stomach was kind of like, you probably shouldn't eat anything more sugary right now. You've just had a jug of syrup. It's so stereotypically, yeah, it is stereotypical. It is, but it's true though, right? Jeff, you're close-ish to the Great White North. I mean, you got to know what I'm talking about, right? The point is, okay, so here we go. I'll just state it quickly. The thing that my cousin told me is that American pancakes is basically you get a stack of pancakes, and it is traditional to have butter on top of the pancakes, put syrup on it, put the syrup down, and then basically you eat it like the stack of pancakes. You eat it like a cake. You cut through it, and you eat it like a cake. That's the traditional way to eat American pancakes. Apparently, that's the etiquette of pancakes in America. In Canada, you basically you put syrup. They're stacked up. Pancakes are stacked up. You put syrup on top of the top one, You then take the top one off, and then you eat that one. You then put syrup on the next one, and basically syrup runs down and soaks into the pancakes below it, whilst you're putting syrup on the top one. And then once you have syruped it, you basically take that one off, and then you eat that one. And they basically didn't have butter. It's no extra butter. It's basically just pancakes. The butter is made with the batter that you make the pancakes out of. That's how you make pancakes. Well, that's how you eat pancakes in Canada. They're the two leading ways of how you basically eat pancakes in America and Canada. That's basically what my cousin told me, and I have witnessed this. This is a thing. I've seen this happen. So you can't tell me that this is a stereotypical thing. Of course, everyone's different and eats their pancakes differently, but this is the standard traditional way in which you eat pancakes in both those countries. Okay. Anyway, I had Canadian pancakes because there was no butter, and basically there was a hell of a lot of syrup. So that's it. So I was basically not hungry. But no, Damon, he was hungry, and he basically, and you know me, I'll go eat. So he was asking me, it's like, well, what, you know, where do you want to go to eat? And I was like, I'm actually not hungry. I'm still kind of like running this high from my sugar. Like the syrup hadn't gone through my digestive tract yet. So I wasn't that hungry. I mean, I was hungry, but I was basically like, I could keep this going until I'm actually hungry. And then actually, I kind of planned to maybe sneak off and get something from there's a local chippy in the village, in the gay village in Manchester. And I was like, I was going to try that. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But no. I basically tell Damon the food options that are nearby, because there's basically the chippy, which I wanted to check out really, but I didn't want to check out just then right now with Damon, because it's just like it'll be walking to a place that we kind of don't really need to go in a direction that we probably don't need to go to get food. So this is a bank holiday Sunday in the United Kingdom. Every fucker is out apparently, and going to get something to eat. Because at first we went to the pub. There was a pub nearby called Yates. Went to the pub, and it's very, very full. There's like no space in there. So David just wanted to eat something and didn't want it to be too busy around. He was like, okay, I get that. So he basically picked McDonald's to be the next place to try. So we walked all the way to McDonald's, and we get there. It's busy, but there are tables. And the reason why there are tables is because their fry machine has broken, so there's no fries, there's no milkshakes, and there's also no salad. So essentially it was like, this is very shit McDonald's. And David just didn't fancy that. We'd passed a Subway. He's getting annoyed. He's getting really grumpy and annoyed this entire time. We passed the Subway, and I was basically like, I was going to try to make him feel better by just being like, you know what, we're going, on the way to the other McDonald's, because there's another McDonald's, like, in the big square that's nearby. There's a Subway. And I fancied the Subway. If I wasn't going to go to the Chippy, I was like, I'll have a Subway. Plus, it'll be somewhere that we can stop. It didn't look busy when we passed it, but Damon didn't fancy a Subway. He wanted, if he was going to have fast food, he was going to have the McDonald's. I see the counter going down. I get it. Weird tangent. I'll get to it. I will. I promise. So we get to Subway, and we literally get there at the exact time it closed. It's like, oh fuck, we yeah. So we keep going to McDonald's, and we get to the other McDonald's, and it is just jam packed. And Damon doesn't want to go there. But we did pass this place, this burger place, that looked kind of empty for some reason, and I didn't get why. It was definitely open, but there was like only like 3 or 4 people in there. At least that's what it looked like. So I basically just like, I just say, that burger place it was empty that we passed, and he was like, yeah, well, all right, we'll go to that one then. So we go to that one, and he gets better. He feels better. However, I didn't know that it was the exact place that we went to. Well, it's not the exact place. It's the same chain that we went to, and was kind of shit in Southampton like 2 weeks ago. We went to this exact chain, but in Southampton 2 weeks ago, and it sucked. And I completely forgot that it was called Byron's. The place was actually called Byron's, and I mean, it didn't suck for me. I really enjoyed it, but apparently, like, Damon didn't enjoy it as much. And I completely didn't. It completely blanked that that's what it was called. So I was like, oh, that's probably why he's annoyed then, because he didn't want to go to Byron's. I get it. Shit. I had no idea, and I'm apologizing. But once we sit down, once we calm down, and the burgers there aren't as bad as he remembered. So mine was fine. Mine was fine, but yeah, it was all good. But it's just the general point of me going, and me continually telling him that I do not care where we go. I literally don't mind what we do after I do these 2 events. These are what I'm doing. These 2 events are what I'm doing. There's no pool party. It's literally just these 2 events. They're the only things I have scheduled. I will basically just be following you, unless stated otherwise. You know, unless I've got like a headache, or like I want to go get like food myself, or I want to take you to go get food with you, or whatever. You know, basically this is it. This is the plan. This is my plan. So I stated to him that I wasn't hungry. Like at certain times and stuff, and it was just like he kept asking me where I want to go, or what there is to do, and what there is to eat. And it's like, I don't have any plans. You know, I have one event that you're coming to, and the other one you're not coming to. So I don't know what you want me to, I don't know what more information you want from me. Anyway, so I had 2 events. Jeff, if you're still here. I had 2 events. I basically did the piggy buffet at Bear Bash, which is just a buffet for the chunky guys and the guys on the pig pen on the Facebook group. It's a Facebook group for basically chunky, chubby guys and stuff. I do it every year. It's usually pretty fun. It's usually just it's sometimes very, very quiet. It's just me and Ian, and occasionally a couple of other people that I managed to yank along with me, and always Damon when he's here as well. So yeah, and we have a tradition where like we count up everybody's plates at the end of it. Whoever got the most plates, they get their meal paid for, and also they get a drink. I usually buy them a drink. Usually I just give them a 20 because I have like another event to go to afterwards. So I give them a 20, and then basically that covers their food and their and a free drink. So it was all good. Well, So this event went crazy. This event went crazy. The piggy buffet. It was only supposed to be. It was only supposed to be. Basically, 6 people had said that they were coming on the event sheet on Facebook, because I made an event sheet, and basically, yeah, 6 people said they were coming. There was also, I added Damon and his pup because they were there too. They were coming too with me. And also a couple of people have already added themselves to it as well. So I had 10 people going. I booked the table for 10 people. Yeah, plus I had a plus extra. So yeah. So can you guess what happened? I don't know if anyone can actually guess what happened. I'm going to tell you anyway. What's the point? I'm not going to sit here and wait for 15 minutes for you guys to understand. To guess what's going on. What happened? Well, basically, I turn up to the buffet. They have a waiting area, so that was pretty good. I turn up to the buffet, and as basically when I turn up, I check my phone to see if anybody's here. I turn up early, obviously. Accidentally turned up half an hour early. I was only going to turn up 15 minutes early, but yeah. Whilst I was walking to the buffet, I got several messages from about 4 people, basically saying, like, "Hey, I didn't say that I was coming on the event page, but could you put me down for? Is it too late to put me down for a +1?" Or it's like, I'm marked down as going, but could you mark me down as a +1? I'm on my way. Or could you mark down, like, I'm bringing a couple of extra friends, everything. There were 18 people, including me and Damon, and there were 18 people that showed up to the fucking buffet. I booked a table for 10. I'm saying to the receptionist, I'm like, I'm really sorry. I know I booked for 10, but could you add like maybe another 10, just in case somebody else shows up? And she said, look, she was really nice, There was this a nice young Mancunian girl. That's by the way, that's what they're called. People from Manchester are called Mancunians. She was a very nice young Mancunian girl, and she was like, "It's like, I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's fine. I mean, I'll check, but I'm pretty sure you can just do that, But this buffet isn't that like super fancy pants anyway. They're not very formal anyway. That's one of the reasons why I like it. Also, their food for a buffet is actually really good. It's always been consistently good. It's not great food, but it was consistently good. Also, this year they had a couple of new things like scampi. They had mini scampi bites that were air fried, so they weren't greasy, and that was so good. Scampi's a tiny fish thing. It's nice. Hey, Itchy. We didn't clean out the buffet. No, we didn't clean out the buffet. It's a huge buffet. It's a proper Vegas style buffet in Manchester. That's probably why I like it. So yeah. It's also really busy, and there's always families there and stuff as well. Anyway. But yeah, somebody won. I paid them. We all got seated. It was all okay in the end. Made a couple new friends, so that was good. But yeah, Ian was there. Ian usually gets the prize he's surprised. He's always surprisingly like competitive when it comes to the food there for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. But yeah, somebody won the prize. They had 6 plates. Yeah. I'm not allowed to win the prize because I'm the host. So yeah. Anyway, that event went really good. So I was like, I was happy about that. I was more concerned about the next event because, well, it's just that I've had issues with this event before. So the next event was the Cigar Social, and usually it's it's either nobody turns up or like 2 more people turn up, or people turn up but at different times for this. So it's usually just me and Aaron. Aaron's the guy that basically we used to just meet up and have a cigar at like around just wherever we happened to bump into each other. We basically would sit by a table and have a cigar and just like talk. And like one year, again, I don't know, I can't remember exactly when this started, but essentially, we basically said like, why don't we just have like he's been to bear events in the States, bear runs in the States, and like he was just suggesting that why don't we just organize the Cigar Social or do it like separately as a thing, as a side event to Bear Bash. And I was like, all right, he's one of the people who is at least he's one of the organizers / helpers for the event itself for Bear Bash. So like he gets the word out. And after that, every year, I basically organized the time and place and everything like that. And occasionally did like bookings and stuff. And then he'd get the word out. And we did that this year as well. But usually it's just me and him. Just me and him, like, there. If you go on the Twitter page and you look at the thing he posted, it's like one of the pictures. The picture for the event listing is one of the pictures that he took. He, by the way, takes a lot of pictures, which is why if you've seen the pictures from the event this year, he's in all of them because they're all from him. Because I don't take pictures. I keep forgetting to take pictures, which is ironic because I run, a YouTube channel, and film videos and stuff. Anyway, yeah. So we usually it's just like I said, it's usually just me and him. For the past couple of years, it's been for the past couple of years before the lockdown and everything. It was at this terrace on the side of this pub building, like the second floor terrace of this pub building. A very, very small balcony attached to a bar, and yeah. It's been like the first couple of times we did it, like again, it was just us, and then the next year it was us and his partner and a couple other people, but they all turned up at different times. So essentially it was mostly just us 3, and then like somebody would stop by for like 20 minutes and then they would leave, and then somebody else would stop by for 20 minutes. So the terrace never really kind of filled up all the way, but if they all arrived at the same time, then we would have had a full terrace and it would have been nice. But it was still pretty good. It was still pretty nice. But yeah, I kind of expected it to kind of go like that, because even though lots of people had that event had 10 people respond to it, that event on Facebook anyway, had 10 people respond to it. So I was like, all right, either we're going to get like a little bench in the park and we're going to fill up that bench and that'll be nice maybe, or it's going to be they don't show up at all and it's just going to be me, Aaron, and Chris, and his partner. It's too many Chris's. It's too many Chris's. Oh my god. And it's going to be kind of shit, but it's still nice because I get to hang out with like friends, and it'll still be personal event or whatever. But yeah, no, yeah, like 50 people turned up. There was just the Sackville Park is a very small park. It's still a park. It's still like large, but it's in the grand scheme of things. It's still a very very small. But it's kind of like a part of a square attached to a building. It's a thing. This year though, they've got picnic benches. They've got 2 picnic benches at one of the at the end closest to the pub, and in this park. And we basically had taken over one of the benches. When I got there, my buddy was there, and there were like 3 other people, and then people showed up, and there were like 30 people. There were like 30, 40 people there. I can't really judge. There was a lot of people, but I kept thinking to myself, I was judging it by how many people were at the buffet, and it was at least 2 and a bit times how many people were at the buffet. And that was like 14 people, kind of. 14, 15, 16, well, including me. See, I don't know. I can't judge groups of people. But it felt like it was a lot. It felt like there were fucking hundreds of us. It was awesome. We basically, like, just gathered around this little table, this picnic table, and it was full up with like humidors, and like I bought some drinks and some cakes, just little cupcake things. They were from the supermarket, and yeah, we basically had a really good time. It was just so amazing. I'm really surprised. You may have seen the pictures, and there are like there's a couple of group shots of the kind of like the people who stuck around for all of the entire thing, because we took a picture before at the beginning with Aaron's phone, so that's the color picture, but the wine black and white was when the actual photographer for Bear Bash came over, and that was actually the Bear Bash one. You may notice that there's some different people in those pictures, and like I said, that's because like it was at the beginning and at the end, but it's almost everybody that came into the picture. But yeah, so there was those guys plus another set of guys equal to that number of guys that was there, and a bit more, because they do kind of splinter off into groups. You know, bears, they kind of splinter off into their own little groups and stuff. Even though it's like one event, it was a thing. It happened, but no. I was astounded. I was really happy. I was really really happy. I was so surprised. I made so many new friends as well, and met some people that basically, it's very very strange. I don't want to be this guy, but it's very very strange because I kept meeting people that were like, it's like, oh my god, I'm really really glad that I actually met you in person and stuff like that. Because I'm like, I don't know who you are, but thank you. But yeah, the amount of people that were telling me like how awesome I was kind of weird. I'm just not used to that all the time from lots of people. That was very, very strange, but I was very happy still. Oh my god! Afterwards, I keep getting messages from people saying it's like, it was awesome meeting you. Thanks for setting up this thing. Blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, I don't know. I just that's weird. Cool, but weird. Because it's like, I don't know if anybody knows this, but I had to explain this a lot this weekend. But I am not good at recognizing people from like profiles and stuff. And I completely forgot because it's been 3 years. So I completely forgot that I'm like this, because like somebody will come up to me and start talking to me as if they know me, and I'm like, yeah. So where do I know you from? And they're like, I'm Steve. I've known you for like years. We've talked on Growler for like ever. Like, right. Sorry. Oh my god. Yeah, we talked this morning over breakfast. Fuck. It's really annoying. It's really embarrassing. It's also embarrassing if you introduce yourself to somebody and it's like we've talked a lot, you know, from Grandma. You don't remember me? No? It's probably not you, is it? No. Okay. Sorry. I'll just leave you alone forever now. Yeah. So yeah, I tend to not do that. It's not really shyness. It's just that it's that kind of awkward situation that I kind of avoid now. Plus, I found that it's a lot easier to let people come to you and talk to you and stuff like that. Although it is kind of also annoying because bears are weird. Bears and pups are weird because some of them are very outgoing, but at the same time, they have this problem that I have, where they won't come to you. They'll wait for you to come to them. So yeah. I do go up to people, but only if I'm absolutely certain that I know the person, or that I've definitely recognized the person and stuff. But yeah. By the way, this weird problem I have, it's usually resulting from me not wearing my glasses all the time. Because when I'm looking at profiles and pictures on the computer, then everything's slightly blurry because, and I'm kind of used to it being slightly blurry because I don't wear my glasses. But yeah, if I look at something on my phone, it's very close to my face. I'm like long-sighted, far-sighted. So that when I see the person in real life, they are crystal clear, and I can't recognize that person because they're not blurry. I have to get right up to them. So yeah. So yeah, I have a legitimate reason. But I've noticed in the pup and the bear communities that essentially people are very very like that, you know. They could be very shy unintentionally. You know, they can be outgoing, but at the same time be slightly shy, you know. And I've witnessed this again because I've seen this happen in the past, but I'm re-remembering it because it's been 3 years. Yeah, people. I've watched people walk up to people and then kind of like just walk past them, but they were definitely walking up to somebody. But they were like, okay, I don't know if that is the person I was thinking of. So they veer off, you know, kind of do that sort of thing, and people half waving at people, you know, stuff like that. I saw a lot of that, and I'm like, oh yeah. But it's just like pups because there was this guy at the pub thing I went to who basically I've only just found out went to the same thing that I did, and I've been talking to him on Twitter for fucking ever. And just before I left for the event, I was like, for this event, not the pup event. I was like, I just seen this guy on Twitter. Was he at the thing? Because those pictures he posted looked like the event, but he wasn't there. Was he there? And I asked Damon's pup, and he was like, "Yeah, that was him." I was like, so that's kind of both of our faults because I just didn't see him at all. To be completely fair, he's very, very good at not ever taking off his hood, for pictures or anything. Like I've got his account on my, on my Twitter, but his account hasn't got any pictures of his face. So he could have been at the event, but I just would never have recognized him. However, he should have recognized me because I have pictures of my face. So, like I said, we're actually very good friends, and I basically was yelling at him when I was in the car on the way to Manchester. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why didn't you say hi to me? And he was like, I didn't see you. He was like, yeah, you did. Lies, because once I figured out who, what he was dressed as. He was dressed as a fireman. He was dressed as a fire dog. Once I figured this out, I was like, I saw that guy several times. I saw you several times. I even probably made eye contact with that guy at least once when I was at the bar. So I know for a fact that you definitely saw me. Oh, anyway, yeah. So everything went great. I mean, again, you guys have probably seen the pictures. I know everybody in the chat has seen the pictures from the event. So, well, at least you've seen Aaron's pictures from one of the events. So, yeah, it was a good time. So yeah, that's it. I'm not awesome, Itchy, but thank you. People have I don't have a hard time taking compliments. It's just that I don't believe people. It's not that I have a hard time taking compliments. I just don't believe people. Like I know the precise amount of good and cool I am, and it's not awesome. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. That might be your opinion, but like I said, I'm very kind of logic and factual based, so I know exactly the level of awesome I am, and it's not very. I'm okay though. I'm okay though. Your opinion is fact. Well, it's a fact that you have that opinion, so you're not. I was gonna say you're not wrong, but really hard. It doesn't sound right. Itchy's not wrong. Yeah, it doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like a thing that would happen. We think you are awesome, so I know you think that, Jeff. See what I mean? So yeah, it just comes off as very, very fake when I say, "Oh, thank you." Well, that's nice. Yeah, it sounds very fake whenever I say it. Whenever I accept them, whenever I accept compliments, and yet I'm not being. I literally am just. It's just the way that sounds coming out of me. So yeah. Yeah. Ooh. So, years and years ago, not just the pandemic years, not just the virus times years, I was trying to talk to the organizer of the event I go to in Las Vegas. of Smoke Out about how easy it would be to set up something similar in the UK. I mean, of course, not the exact same thing, because we don't really have a Las Vegas. We don't really have in the UK. We don't really have a UK version of a Las Vegas. And we do have hotels with pools, but they're usually indoor pools. That, yeah, it's really hard to find an outdoor hotel swimming pool in the UK, so I can't do the same event as that. So yeah. But I was talking to him, and he basically said that he just said that it wasn't possible, really. And I don't know if entirely if how much I want to take his word for it, because it's like I don't know if he will see this as competition or not. Probably not. But he probably was just being honest, I guess. I don't know. But judging by how well the Cigar Social, gauging people's opinions and how many people would turn up for this thing. It's not just about like cigars and stuff. It's like Smoke Out. Smoke Out isn't actually all about cigars and pipes and stuff. I mean, the reason why I go to it is because it's a leather biker event, and they always have like these subcategories of other stuff that's going on and everything. It's just a bear event that specifically caters to biker leather daddies kind of thing. But yeah, I was kind of thinking of doing something similar. And we do have something similar-ish in the UK to there is a leather event that happens in the US, in the United States. That is basically the same thing, only it's at a campground. Like Claw. There's I think one of them's called Claw. But there's a couple others. But yeah. I'm thinking, and I've talked to Aaron about this a couple of times, of maybe doing something like that. I'm actually like gathering prices up of like how much it's going to cost to either rent out a campsite or or even a field, because in the UK we do actually have these. There's a couple that we've actually been invited to. They kind of clash with the 1940s weekend, though. That's the problem. They're called Paws, but they are puppy excursions. They're kind of like just a bit of campground, or a campground that somebody rents out, and then basically they just have a pup party or pup social thing, kind of like the thing in Southampton that I went to, only over a weekend, and it's like camping. They've got like the entire campground and stuff, and I have no idea. I've never been to one of these in the UK. Well, I've not been to one in the US. But yeah, they basically rented out a kind of clothing optional campsite. So yeah, so I've got something. I think it's a gnat bite or a mosquito bite. It's in my beard. So annoying. But yeah, I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to try to talk to the organizer for that particular one, and see how easy it is and how much it costs and stuff. Actually, again, if you look up Claw or the other bear camping excursions that happen in the US, I'm pretty sure those are clothing optional campgrounds as well. I've seen pictures. Hell, a couple of pornos were filmed at those things. You know, you can't be surprised by these things. You can't. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking about basically being like that being the UK version of the event in Vegas. Like I said, I'm gonna gauge more interest in this and stuff, but just basically just the event. I know a lot of people came, not just for that particular, not just for the Cigar Social and leather. It's kind of like a leather Cigar Social if you see the pictures. Not just for the Cigar Social at Bear Bash, but if I gauge the opinions of like the group that came, and to see, you know, what the opinions are, then maybe we can actually get something organized. And at the very least, it might just be a I don't know. I'm gonna think more on this, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. I did not film my thing. I forgot to bring my pump with me. So yeah, I didn't really want to half-ask it. You know, half-ass it. So I'm really sorry about that. If anybody was like looking forward to a video when I was away, but I didn't film anything, I'm sorry. But this does give me an opportunity to do it like here, and do the filming with you guys if you really want me to and stuff. It's pumping week, I think, isn't it? We had specifics planned. So yeah, I'll probably be doing that tomorrow. If it's already pre-planned, I've got the book. That ring light is threatening to fall on me. In you. That's fine. Let me look at the book. The book. Oh. Where did I write that down? Panda Fox, where did I write that down? I know I wrote that down. I swear I did it on camera. It's not in the book. Yeah, you can vote anytime, Itchy. Do you want to see the options? Right, late. Where did I write that down? Did I write it down on a piece of paper and then take it with me? I know I definitely wrote it down. Well, those are the options. Do you want me to read them out? If you wanted me to read them out, just let me know. Because they might be tiny. I know when I wrote it down. I'm just like, where did I write it down? Do you remember what it was? Because it's either in a piece of paper, or on a piece of paper in my suitcase, which is now in my bedroom, or it's somewhere else. Yeah, but where's the piece of paper? Oh my god. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll either find it tomorrow or yeah. I'll write it down again properly right here, right now. If you can remember though, because then if I won't be having to look for a stupid tiny piece of paper somewhere. Nice clean sheet. It's always so strange. Okay, what did you want? What do you want, dude? I don't remember you writing it down. I definitely remember writing it down though, just so that I wouldn't remember. I wouldn't forget when I went. Ironically, I think I remembered whatever piece of paper that I took with me, but I didn't remember to bring the supplies of what I wanted to. It doesn't matter. Okay, so you want that. And you are still a patron, so you count as 2. Was there somebody yelling at me on my Discord server or something? I remember unblocking some messages and then having a look at what they were, and it was somebody saying, "It's like, how do I get access to your Patreon?" It's like, go to my Patreon. I got a feeling this is exactly why I blocked that guy. It's like, but I want them for free. It's like, well, then you have to wait for them. What the fuck? Panafox, was it your undies that you like, the Union flag ones, right? Because I did take those with me. However, they're in the wash. I've got to write down Itchy's things before it goes away. Furry. Where the fuck is Furry? Who's next? Jeffrey's next. Oh no. It's AJ. Proper Tubbs. Where's Proper Tubbs? Wait, did Jeffrey also want padding? Because of. Oh yeah, you did. Okay. Because I put it down twice because I thought it was Jeffrey. So what did you want? You want Proper Tubbs. Glutton, Glutton, Furry. Glutton. Furry. Glutton. Okay, and Jeffrey. So Jeffrey wants Proper Tubbs. And Pop. And Pipe. Where's Pop? There it is. And I've already got you. I already did the padding one. Yeah. Okay, so I've got everyone's votes, so that's good. Okay. Remember to please vote on Discord. But yeah, I think it was undies, tank top, and I don't remember. Tank top. What kind of tank top? Yeah, you wanted the hamster for some reason, and I don't understand that. I mean, I'm okay with it. I just kind of don't get it. Because it very much looks like a hamster head, like a hamster mascot head. Without the rest of the suit, it just looks like hamster head. It looks kind of weird. Yes, it was definitely the hamster one because I kept saying it's not a hamster. Well, it's not just a hamster. It's got like several options for what the head could have been. Hamster was like in the middle somewhere. It was like hamster. Well, oh my god, it was like bear, dog, guinea pig, hamster, um, something. Like it could be any of these things. But yeah, when I draw him, it's always a bear, just with that kind of coloration. Though I do like that coloration. That's one of the reasons why I picked it. So yeah. The string vest. I have to look where. I have to find that. I've seen it recently, but it's somewhere in my house. You want the string vest? I should be writing this down again. Like I said, I was going. Is there any space on this page? No. I'll just do it on this page. Undies. These ones will probably be okay. They're not gigantic. I'm wearing just regular undies because I specifically picked out underpants that I could wear. So yeah, when I'm walking around Manchester. So yeah. Um, so it's undies, string vest. I will hunt that down. Um, if I can't find it, then shirtless. Okay. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it might even be in that bag because there's a bag hanging up on the filing cabinet. Just that if I have to get everything off of that bag. Oh my god. Oh, the hardships. I know that there was something in that bag that basically I was like, ew. I got to remember that's in here. But I don't think it was a string vest. Nah. It was a phone charger. Oh. Oh, me. There we go. Yeah. So it's got to be in the house somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's in the house somewhere. I do still have also. I've got that fake smoking jacket thingy, that red one, which I'm frightened to take off of the. It might be a possible place where the spider is hiding. So I've been trying not to touch it as much as possible. And now I've touched it a lot because I can't get it to hang back up on the thing. There we go. I've also got that. And what kind of inflation and all that stuff are we still going with the bulb? I'm going to admit right now that I kind of don't like the bulb. One of the reasons why I think I might have accidentally on purpose not taken it with me is because it's kind of like, it stinks. Like it smells like, it's got a very, very strong rubbery smell. That's it's kind of salty smelling, you know? It's really not good. It's, yeah. It's like it's like the vulcanization smell. Whatever process that they do to that kind of rubber, it kind of makes it just stink really bad. So I didn't want my suitcase to kind of like smell like that. So I was like, I'll bring it if I have to, but then I just forgot, you know. The battery pump, the loud pumpy. Okay, it's just there. I think it's just there. Okay, I should write that down. It's like, I remember that note. It definitely is pumping week, right? What did I write down? Itchy. I recently got Ellen sent me a bunch of pendants that she found from when we were dating. So I got those back. And also got myself a couple of new ones. This one is supposed to be a moonstone, but it's basically a replica of the. Have you seen Atlantis, the Disney movie? Disney movie Atlantis. It's supposed to be a glowy gem from that. So I've got a piece of Atlantis with me. It's a thing. Anyway, we can talk about. Yeah, it's pumping week. I was just checking. Yeah, I got that. I got the couple that she had. And also it kind of like prompted me to have a look and check out what else I could have, because I did have that Mjolnir. I had the hammer, the Thor's hammer Mjolnir necklace, and I like used to wear that a lot, but I couldn't find a chain that was good enough for it and stuff, so I stopped wearing them for a long time. But now I've got chains back. I've got like 4 different kinds of chains, and they're all semi my neck size. So yeah, this one's actually a bit too small. It actually does shrink if I move my neck in a certain way. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, I'll get that stuff together for tomorrow, and we will film it. We'll film it probably around about this time, maybe a little bit earlier or maybe a little bit later. I'm sorry I'm so vague with the times, but I just don't know how it kind of depends on how I sleep, because I am my body doesn't know what it's doing sleep wise right now. The whole Manchester thing threw it out of whack because, yeah. So yeah, I should be on, but I will do it tomorrow. It's just, yeah, unless I'm basically sick or something, which I don't think I will be sick. Although I've been snotty all day today. fatigue, snottiness. I don't have any temperature symptoms. I'm okay. I'm okay. I should be okay. I need to, maybe I should have a test. I should be okay. But yeah, basically, Itchy, I don't know if you've noticed, but like every now and again I will show the pendant because I usually wear a different one every day. But anyway, this one's green and it actually glows, but I need to take it off to show you, and I don't think I can. Yeah, it doesn't really. I can't really shield. I can't really shield it from the. Yeah. Right, is that the right? Yeah, it's the blue one. It's actually glowing blue. Don't know if you can tell, but it's actually glowing blue. Ironically, the bug zapper that has a lot of UV light. It's really good at charging up glow in the dark shit. But this chain is not very easy to get off, which is kind of a choking hazard if you think about it. I just realized I didn't have to do that in the end because there's actually a torch. So just spider check. But yeah, I did do it one night. If you guys remember, I did actually do this one night. You know what? I'm actually going to take it off. Well, if I'm going to go in to go to bed. Ah. Very Christo. Ugh. So yeah. Let me just put it by the light. Oh, wow. It's really glowing. It's not really showing up on camera that well, but I mean, like, it's... See, I told you that that light is like huge. That it's really good for glow in the dark stuff. Isn't laser light supposed to be really good for this? Well, that kind of worked. I've got a laser light just here. What did I just do to it? Well, in case you missed science, in case you missed some science lessons, yeah. Then one of the ways to basically charge up phosphorus or phospholuminescence or whatever it's called is basically by exposing it to a light source with a high spectrum of UV radiation. In other words, sunlight. Sunlight has a lot of UV radiation. Ultraviolet light. One of the things that attracts insects a lot is bug zappers. Bugs are sometimes attracted to UV radiation, ultraviolet light. So those lights will charge up this thing a lot faster than, yeah. I've also got a t-shirt that has glow in the dark printing on it as well. And whenever I'm in here and I walk past that light, it basically makes it go really, really super shiny. It's not showing up very well on camera, but it is actually glowing quite a lot. So yeah, so the zapper works, and also I've got a blue laser just here that's shining a star projection onto the ceiling of my office. It looks pretty. I don't know if you can see it sometimes, but see? So yeah, I was just testing whether the blue, like how much ultraviolet radiation that thing had, because I could just put it practically on top of the laser for a couple of seconds, and then it does a glowy thing. Like I said, it's a lot more impressive in person, but yeah. Anyway, I cannot put that back on now because I got Damon to do that. Yeah, you can't see it because the light from the screens, from the monitor, is actually kind of like blinding it. When I turn my hand around, it kind of like... It's bright anyway. It's a lot brighter. Anyway, I want a pink one, so it's like the dark crystal. Well, Itchy, I've got 3. And apparently one of them is more pinky. To me, it looks purple. So, yeah. You can probably have that one. There's a green one. There's a blue one. This one. And then there's like a one that looks aqua, kind of like aqua-y. But yeah, apparently one of them is like a pinky, purpley color. But to me, it looks kind of like an aqua color. So yeah. You can get them on Amazon. Anyway. Ugh. Ugh. I'll do this now so they don't do it in a second. But yeah, last chance to talk to me. But yeah, belly rubs until tomorrow. And belly salute. I didn't turn the light on and a giant spider didn't jump scare me, so that's something. Ugh. So I just caught the owie on my leg. Really hurts. So uncool. Why do people have to have owies in places anywhere? I thought this was the future. Aren't we supposed to be like super cool with our medicine? I will warn you that when you get them, the actual like chain that they come with, this is not the chain that they come with. This is actually from that Norse jewelry that I got. You know, the hammer and stuff. It's a rope chain. It's really nice, but it's a bit too short for my neck. And of course it doesn't fit in there, so I basically just cut a paperclip in half and I bent it to basically be the chain link so that it stays on any chain, so I can take it off and then put it on a different chain. So yeah. Okay. Please stop terrifying me like that. Don't do that to me. I don't think everybody understands what you're doing, Itchy. I think it might just be us, actually. Well, for anybody who's watching the playback of this, I don't think everybody understands what you do now. Yeah, you do know you're talking publicly, right? Well, no, it's just that you not everybody understands this. For those who are uninitiated and are reading the chat right now, Itchy's he's becoming a prison guard. He's going to be a prison guard chihuahua. Probably shouldn't call him that. Yeah, it's not like they can hear me. Yeah, he's going to be a prison guard chihuahua. A correctional facility officer. Right. Right. Panafox says that's pretty brave. Yeah. Panafox, he doesn't. A loony bin? I thought it was literally a prison. I didn't think it was actually a. I thought I knew it was a correctional facility. I didn't know it was a crazy person place. Oh. Don't say what you're thinking. Don't say what you're thinking. But anyway, yeah. Yeah. Panafox, yeah, you say pretty brave. Itchy doesn't seem to remember that I mentally picture everything, and he keeps telling me all of these graphic stories of what other people, what has happened to, what he's been told of what has happened to other guards, and yeah, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get what it does to me, and he never gets it really. Yeah. You know how basically, oh my god, none of you have been in like the military. It's really hard. Anyway, I have seen basically people, cadets and guys that have gone off to the Navy and then come back, and then basically are just like saying exactly what they saw and did and stuff. But it's the most polished kind of like shiny, not worrying their parents kind of things that they can say because they don't want to worry their parents. Yeah, Itchy doesn't get it. Itchy doesn't get it. But yeah, it is pretty brave. But then again, he does like to be punished, so I'm not entirely sure exactly exactly what he's getting out of it. It's a thing. It's a thing. Remember, he is very screwed up in his brain head thing. Anyway, see what I mean, Panda Fox? See what I mean? He just doesn't. He doesn't understand the whole. Probably shouldn't tell them when I did that because then they'll worry. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm just gonna spell it out for you, Itchy. So yeah. I worry about you. Okay? Stop making me worry more about you. You get it? I don't need help adding extra grey hairs. I mean, I don't. It would be nice. No. Yeah. Yeah, he's promised. He's already promised that, apparently. He doesn't do a lot. Doesn't promise a lot, but he has done it at least once. He's promised that he's going to be safe. But yeah, we care about you. And if I get this event thing actually going, then you're coming, right? Just gonna assume that's a yes. So this chain is awesome. I got the Sons of Odin set of like of the axe. I just breathed in my snot. you know the axe, the spear, and the arrowhead, and the hammer. and that's what this chain is from. And like I said, it's short, but I've also got a longer one. But it's so cool. It is like a proper rope chain. I forgot how they actually make these. But it's just so awesome. How do they do this? Like, it's such a cool chain. And of course, it's not going to focus on the chain. There it is. It's so, the craftsmanship is amazing. I'm sure it's a machine that does it now, but Jesus Christ, it's like they used to make these. They're really cool. Oh well. So now that's my brain did a racist. My brain did a racism. Well, it's just that when I read what Panda Fox wrote, my brain did the whole, just watch yourself. Instead of saying yourself, my brain said watch yourself. Kind of like treat yourself, but watch yourself. I don't think that's racist. Could be. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Seriously, just hire me as your personal guard. Just make sure you wear like all of the protection. Just so much of the protection. Yeah, now Panda Fox. I read that as a Liverpoolian accent. Liverpool. If you go to Liverpool, they all talk like that. You know, Liverpool. I can't do it. I can't. Look it up. Look up Liverpoolian accent. Liverpoolian accent. It's bad. It's really bad. But yeah. Yeah, you said about the stab vest, but you could. I mean, like, how many layers of stab vests are we allowed here? Huh? Like, how many do they have? Just however many they have. Just wear that many. Okay. I actually have some carbon fiber tape. I'm pretty sure that if you wrap it around, like loosely wrap it around, like a sleeve or something, it could act as a kind of like Kevlar kind of effect. So we could probably like do several of the vests, and then if you just stand there, I could kind of like mummify you and stuff, and have like a proper big helmet. Yeah, that work. So they said that I had a line from Team America play in my head. Just if you promise me you never die, if you'll never die, then I'll make love to you right now. I promise I will never die. Meeting. Yeah, I love you too. That's why. That's why the promise. Yeah. You'll never do. No, you said it wrong. That means you'll die. Shit. Stop playing with that. Put it down. Put that down. Even the way it just sits there is kind of cool. Anyway. Wait a minute. What day is it? What day is it? What day is it? Ugh. Why is the new computer really shit at this? What day is it? Ew. I can watch Moon Knight. I'm really enjoying Moon Knight, which is weird. They've got the mythology spot on. It's so good. The mythology, they totally get it. It's really cool. I love the hippo. The hippo's so cute. She's so cute. And she's so lovely. Anyway. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Nobody watches the fucking show. But yeah. I'm gonna watch that and try to ignore the Itchy getting beaten up and stuff. Yeah, just don't do that. Don't do that, Itchy. Just don't do that. You missed last week. Yeah, go watch that. Go watch that and don't do that job. Seriously, we need to just open up the Fat Hunt, and then none of my friends would ever have to work anywhere that they don't want to work ever again. Will you though? Will you? Also, tubbers. What? I mean, hello. I've got my name is like on me. It's labeled. Anyway, I'll give you another rub and a toot. And berry rubs. And basically another one. I'll be back tomorrow. I do not know what time, but I will do my bestest to be around about this time. Like I said, it's probably going to be either a little bit earlier or a little bit later. But yeah, this is supposed to be a quickie. I was nearly on for 2 hours. See what we do. See what you do. Well, Itchy, if you get over here, then they're unlimited. They are unlimited, Robs. Free refills on the rubs. Do it. Come here. Do it now. Well, actually, do it like 4 days ago. I was thinking of you, by the way. He does. He does. Cool. Yeah, I was thinking about him all event basically. I was like, he would love this, mostly because of all of the there was still a lot of chunky dads and just chunky bears with tummies sticking out of the bottom of shirts and stuff, and it's like, it's not my thing, but I was like, oh, Itchy would die. He would just die of dehydration. He would just be gone. Yeah. But yeah, I was thinking of you, dude. You were there also, Panafox. No, I do care. You know I care. You know I do. But yeah. Oh, I haven't looked at that picture yet. Well, something. It's just in the something section. There it is. There you are. You're on my screen. And share screen. No. I wouldn't do that. That would be mean. Also, I'll get kicked off of YouTube. It'll be bad. But yeah. I'm going to play that game for a little bit more. So, I have Panafox on my screen just there while I'm playing a tower defense game. I don't know why. It feels wrong somehow, you know? I don't know. Yeah, I'd be drooling. You wouldn't. Well, yeah, but not from just your. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hit the buy button. Toodles.